Please describe your job title and primary duties.
Okay, my job title at Finish Line is a sales associate. And your primary duties as a sales associate is basically customer service. So, you're at the appeasement of the customer. So you're making sure that they're having a comfortable experience in your store, helping them find what it is that they're looking for and catering to their needs so that they can make a purchase and you can get commission for that purchase as well. So that's pretty much, and then also helping with the upkeep of the store as well. So that's pretty much what a sales associate's duties are.
Please describe a typical workday.
Typical workday. Primarily, you clock in. You always ask your manager what it is, what your goal is for that day. You always have a set goal of like how many dollars you should, resonate within your shift as far as how many purchases, how many transactions you should be made. So you always check in with your manager. You always look and see if there's any tasks that need to be done before you start your workday. So making sure the walls are okay, making sure the shoes are in order, organized, things of that nature. And then pretty much after that, you're just checking in with customers. So for every customer that comes in, you make sure, you're helping that person out, greeting them at the door, and checking them out when you need to, taking their shoes up to the register. And then when it's time to go, just make sure you check the walls and clean up the store. And that's pretty much it.
Please describe the application and interview process.
So generally the applications are online for Finish Line. So, you go online, you log in because you then form a username and stuff, things like that. You fill out your application, your work experience, previous education. Then you also take an assessment as well. And then with that assessment, that lets that manager know how well suited you are for that position. There are different positions you can apply for, at Finish Line, whether it be sales associate or stock or stuff like that. So if you're more suited for stock, then, they'll let you know that you're more suited for stock. And then after you finish that application and assessment, it's always good for you to call in or even go into the store and check in on your application and then set up an interview from there.
What questions did the interviewer ask during the job interview?
They kind of catch you off guard because they're not general, interview questions like, well, why should we pick you for this job and things of that nature. It's more so, it's a self-assessment almost. They ask you, well, how do you feel you are as a person and what are one of your best qualities and how would you describe yourself? And also like, did you do sports in high school or something like that? Because, it's an athletic store. So they want to know, do you have any experience maybe in athletics and things? So that, when you're describing a shoe to someone, you know what you're talking about instead of, them coming in there and being like asking for a shoe and you don't even know the answer yourself. So yeah, it's more so a self-assessment, I think, and things to really, you also figure out what it is that the type of person you are.
How were you notified that you received the job?
Well, there's a process. You have your first interview, and then if you make it past that first interview, you have another interview with a manager, and basically that's your final interview to see like, are you suited for the job or not? And then they usually give you a follow-up call to let you know if you got the job or not.
What other advice would you give to a job seeker looking to gain employment?
I would just say be confident. Don't overthink, don't overanalyze anything. Just go in and do what you're supposed to do. There's no wrong answer. It's just because if you think there's a right answer, it's generally not what they're looking for at all. But yeah, just be confident. Know that you need to be patient and things, and basically that's about it. So just be confident and be patient.